Absolutely, I can attest to the de-stressing effect of having a Zola Nene in your life. That is very, very helpful. Get yourself one, get yourself one. So how are you doing?
Good, how are you?
Yeah, welcome back. Recently returned from the island of Zanzibar, if you haven't heard of it yet. And cherry is the king ingredient that we're using because cherries are in full blossom now. They're everywhere. So we're taking them off the top of the cake and we're putting them in all our recipes this morning, right?
And this time of year, I like to go and pick my own cherries.
Oh, do you go cherry
it's a
picking?
thing that my sister and I go and we cherry pick. Well, she picks and I eat.
Oh.
I'm like, oh, that one. She's like, oh, this one. I'm like, let me see.
How do you know the cherry is right? It's like one of those, the daka, the murbele, the...
No, because they're different types. So you get really pale ones that are also really sweet. But anyway, any cherry that you find in store now is bright, beautiful, and in season. So you should make the most out of it.
Let's get it in our recipe then.
And this is a great idea. If you don't want to have a traditional roast for Christmas, maybe have something like this. You can have it room temperature or you can have it hot. Okay, so let's start with the cherry compote that we're going to serve with our ostrich steak.
Lovely.
So in here I've got some pitted cherries. Always pit them when you're doing something like this.
Aren't they stoned?
That's what pitted means.
Oh, is that the same thing? Synonyms. Okay, so if cherry's pitted, it's also stoned.
Yes, it's got
but if it's stoned, it's also pitted.
Correct, yeah. So when you're making something like this, you don't want someone to bite into a pit because they won't expect it and then they'll crack their tooth.
Oh, that would be terrible on Christmas.
It's a bad Christmas. Okay, so we've got the juice of an orange, also the zest of an orange, just to pump up the orange flavour. And cherries and orange are great partners. And then for some sweetness, you can add some honey. And then all you do is cook this down on a gentle heat, very gentle heat, just until the cherries start to break down. Okay, so I mentioned before that we're going to do ostrich steak. Lots of people eat beef and all kinds of meats during Christmas time. Gammon?
Gammon, don't you do
that? It's like, what?
What on earth? You've never had gammon for Christmas?
No, I've had gammon. I didn't hear what you said.
Zanzibar, clearly.
We got some fresh thyme just to season it up a little bit. You could use rosemary if you liked. Just pick the leaves off. And then I've got some pepper on there and some salt. So very simple because the cherries obviously are our hero.
Lovely stuff.
Okay, so then into a hot griddle pan, just like so.
I'm surprised that you didn't oil the steak, so you didn't brush them with as you usually would.
Yeah, you can. I mean, you can. You also don't really have to. It's up to you.
Okay.
It just helps sort of glisten them and help them not stick. But if you cook something on a griddle pan and you don't move it, it'll be fine.
Yeah, you wait for that, is it the crust to form?
Absolutely, yeah.
And
so the crust makes it sort of unadhere to whatever you're using.
Excellent.
Okay, so then we've cooked some earlier here that's nicely rested. And we're going to serve it with some roasted butternut. So scatter some roasted butternut there while I slice up some ostrich.
I do that. SMS the keyword steak to 33728 and we'll send you the ingredients list and you can make your own cherry-infused ostrich steak for Christmas lunch.
Absolutely.
A little bit different from what you'd expect.
True, very different.
Okay, listen, I'll tell you what, while you cut that up and layer it on our beautiful setting here, let's quickly, are we going to show everyone how we made it at home?
No, we're not. This is so simple,
well,
they don't need to see.
If you missed it, hard day. No, I'm joking. It's going to be on our YouTube page as well.
It is. Okay, so my hands are dirty, so
this
is a bit of the compote. So this is what the compote looks like once it's all reduced. So just a few dollops around there.
Dollops of compote.
Dollops, yes.
Dollopo. Oh, that just... I think just lashings, not even dollops. I'm going lashings on it.
Strew the cherries all over the place. Look how delicious. And that sweetness with that gamey ostrich meat is really delicious. What are you doing?
I'm going to be tasting this one, I guess.
Oh, I see.
Dashing
prepping for the taste. Good.
Shibidum open flame. Ostrich fields we go.
Okay. There we go.
Oh!
It's delicious, right?
Fa la 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 la.
La 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 la.
So good. Good to have you back. Thank you very much, Zola. So you SMS steak to 33728. Leanne, would you like one? Oh, sorry, it jumped in my mouth. Oh.
I love how hands-on Kat is in the kitchen, so ready for marriage, #just saying. Now, every good chef needs a good quality olive oil in their kitchen, and it doesn't get better than Costa's Olive Oil, who are celebrating their 60th anniversary with Woolworths. Now, Woolworths wants you to be a part of the festivities by entering and letting them know what dish you make that you cannot do without extra virgin olive oil. Now, comment on the Woolworths post on the Expresso Facebook page, and you could win 5 limited edition bottles of Costa's olive oil. The competition ends at 12 p.m., or rather 2 p.m. today, and T's and C's can be found on expressoshow.com.